Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Whistle Podcast. This is your host, Jomar. And today is June 8th. 8th. 2026. It's a Monday. I'm gonna be making another video shortly. My recording schedule is more than likely going to change. I have some other things coming up in my life. I have a career change coming up in my life, which is going to affect this. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah. So, y'all ready? I'm ready. All right. So, first and foremost, let me slide my phone over here. My notepad way behind me. Let me slide my notepad, my phone over here. First thing, we about to talk about young Cyrus. This is the shooting that happened in South Carolina. Now, what I didn't know was, and I literally just found out that this happened in 2023. I thought this just happened like, a month or two ago. I didn't know this happened in 2023. Maybe I did, man. I'm sorry. I can't even remember what I had earlier today. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's everybody. But this happened in 2023. I can't pronounce his first name. Last name Chow. Basically, you know what it is. The store, what is this guy? Chinese, Vietnamese, whatever he is. He shot the guy. He shot the kid in the back. And, of course, he died. People were saying he had a bottle of water. People saying he stole a bottle of water. Some people saying he put it back. It's kind of a lot with the story, but it's kind of not a lot with the story. I'm sorry, I'm tongue twisted. I've seen a lot of things when looking into this. I've seen people say that the man himself, I'm going to call him Mr. Chow because I can't pronounce his first name. People were saying that he did not shoot young Cyrus, but the son of Mr. Chow shot young Cyrus in the back at over 100 and however many yards it was. And it's pretty much a football field, an entire football field plus some. I didn't see any of the video. I choose not to see any of the video. I don't know what he shot him with. But for you to shoot somebody in the back and kill him at that distance, it more than likely had to have been a rifle. Shotguns are not going to kill you at that distance. Maybe. Who am I? Who am I? But I've seen that the son did it. I've seen other things. I've seen that young Cyrus had a firearm in that store, and the son of the store owner seen it, and that's what caused all of this stuff to happen. I've read a whole lot of stuff. And at the end of the day, a bottle of water, which you can get a bottle of water out the trash can and go to your bathroom, stick it under the sink, fill it up with water, twist the top back on, put it on the shelf for free. You shot somebody and killed them for that much. I've read comments that said that young Cyrus had done this 3 times before. That store owner had been, basically he dealt with a whole lot. I don't know what kind of neighborhood he's in. I seen a little video of him tussling with people. I'm guessing he's in he's somewhere near a school, or he's somewhere near where kids are. Again, I'm just telling y'all what I've read, what I've observed. Again, this is what you choose to do, Mr. Chow. You decided to, I guess you had it, you were frustrated and you want to go and shoot young Cyrus. I don't know. You just shot at him, and it hit him. He died, and that's where we are. So now we have this Asian versus black war that's going on right now. That's where we are. Because Mr. Cha has been found not guilty. Whenever it happened last month, I don't remember. He's been found not guilty, and it's going back and forth. You have a lot of Asian people that's starting to speak out. You have a lot of Asian. You have other ethnicity people speaking out. My bad, I didn't do the quote fingers. Other people speaking out. Black people, we ain't saying nothing. We just sitting here like, oh, okay, and that's it. And I don't know the economics of if these people are closed now because no black people are giving them business. I don't know that. Nobody, of course, they're not going to say it. There is some Asian people that's getting on like, hey, we understand, blah, blah, blah. That's them. That's those Asian people. But we still need you to come to our Asian stores. Right? There's been those. And honestly, I haven't been on TikTok, and I can guarantee it's all over TikTok. I know it is. It's this guy I seen on YouTube, and Godfrey was talking about him, and he basically responded to everything he said. The Asian guy was like, he just was going off. He was going off. So here is my opinion. Since y'all didn't ask me, you didn't ask me. I know you didn't, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you anyway. So, first and foremost, a lot of the issue comes with you have these people that's coming to America from other countries that's getting paid however much money they're getting whatever they're getting, however they're getting it, to come from wherever they at to here. And they choose to open up a store in a black neighborhood or wherever. And they say, oh, wow, we're getting money. And they go and they thrive just like that. See, black people don't have that in black-owned neighborhoods because we literally would have to pay and buy and do everything. We'd have to start from scratch. If you go into a black-owned store, it may or may not be falling apart. The little grill on the drink machine might be falling off at the bottom. It might not be ice cold, but it might be, it's cold, but it ain't ice cold like everybody else. Black-owned business may or may not have subpar equipment in their store, maybe. I have a story about a black-owned business, and the thing about me is, and I think a lot of people are like this, black people don't hold all black-owned businesses in the same thing. If we know, oh, okay, Shaniqua over here, she tripping. She charging $8 for, a 2 liter of Sprite or Coke or something like that. But I know Chandrika over here, her prices is what it is. We gonna talk about Shaniqua. We ain't gonna talk about Chandrika. We ain't gonna lump them all together. That's how we do. At least that's how I do. So my little story was, I went to this was very long ago. This was like long time ago. I went to a black-owned store. And a lot of the things was what I just said. It was subpar equipment that was in the store. Everything was still what it was. It just didn't look like the other store that was across the street, which was Chinese or other ethnicity. And I had went into this black-owned business, this store, and it was after 10 o'clock, at 10 o'clock, 10:30. Just to get a beer, cold drink, some chips, whatever, just, to hold me over till the next day. because I kind of didn't feel like going to Brothers. If you're from New Orleans, you know where Brothers at. It's a couple of Brothers. It's a whole lot of Brothers. I didn't really feel like driving, so I kind of walked there, All right. And I noticed, I got me a little beer. My beer like, whoa, why this beer is like $2 more? Basically, this person felt that they could they could jack up the price because they were the only ones open in that area and so on and so forth. And ever since then, I didn't go back to that particular place. Black-owned businesses, we advertise, but we don't really advertise. And I know black people go to black-owned businesses thinking that we could and should get and we deserve a discount just because we black. You don't know this person from day one. And you go in there, yeah, bro, you gonna hook me up, right? You got me, right? You got me. All right. Right? Tell me I'm lying. I'll wait for it. Tell me I'm lying. Okay. I'm lying. I guess. We know how we do. But black-owned businesses are not in black neighborhoods simply because of that reason. I promise you, if I came up on some money and I could go to a black-owned neighborhood, a black neighborhood where I live now, I would 100% get a store and do it. I don't care if I got to open up this store out of a trailer, if I got to get a big old box and cut a hole in this box and be like, this my store until I get a brick and mortar place. That's what I'm going to do to where nobody is going to bother me. I would 100% do it. And I know a whole lot of people feel like that. But black people just don't. We don't get the funding, and we don't have that. We got to do it our own way. So that's really what that is. I'm not really about to get into all of the other stuff. I could, but again, a lot of it is it's 2023 is when that happened. It's 2026, so that's 3 years ago that all of that happened, and now we're feeling the effects of it, and the Asian people are feeling the fallout effect of it. And the downside of it is, the thing about us black people, it takes something major to happen for all of us to decide we all gonna start using our power to boycott something or to do something. I mean, again, I'm just being real. Why we can't be like this every day for everything? How all these other people come over here and get this money? Why we can't boycott and be like, hey, look, why Ladaro over there, he a real good dude with economics and all of this stuff. Why he can't get, federally funded, and he can't get a store, and he could put the store here and all these other, like, why are we not boycotting that? Why are we not doing that? I'm just saying. I'm just asking a question. Cause see us, I think we kind of get tunnel vision, and we kind of go right after that. We start talking about the Asian, Chinese, the other ethnicity again. I don't remember what the hell dude is. Chow, I don't remember what he is. But like that's all I see now. And boycott this, boycott that. Before this, it was like boycott Target because so and so and so and so. That's how you feel, damn it. Boycott everything. Just don't go nowhere. Don't do nothing. Wear the same drawers with the holes in them. Just do all that. Just do it for like a whole year. Put everybody out of business. Y'all talking about Target. You need to get all of them people out of business. But I just feel like you got to push us. You black people are like diamonds. You got to burn us. You got to put us through so much pressure for us to produce that. For us to get to where we are now. How many black people getting shot and killed and all this other stuff and police brutality and all of this other stuff that's going on right now? A whole lot. It's happening all day, every day, and it's being recorded all day, every day. But ain't nobody talking about that. We ain't doing no boycotting on that. So you know me. Y'all should know me by now. If you don't, hey, welcome to the Wishful Podcast. I'm going to give you my opinion, and I'm going to try my best to be unbiased about it. I'm not going to sit here and say black people is excellent. Black people don't make no mistakes, none of that. I ain't going to never, ever say that. Oh, I'm going to point it out. Oh, black people, you messed up right there. You messed up right here, right there, right there. Oh, okay, right there, and especially right there. I'm gonna call it. That's me. I'm gonna do that. Okay. Okay. I believe that's all I got for that. I've seen a lot of other things. I've seen people talking about the parenting of the young man. That the parents it always goes back to black parenting. Always. Oh, well, where were the parents? If y'all don't believe me, y'all on social media. Go to social media where you see this stuff and go in the comments. It never fails. It's always people talking about where were the parents? Where were the parents? And the parents should be this, and the parents should be that, and the child should know better, and this and that and that and this is always the same. It's the opposite ethnicity of the stuff. It's always it's just that, and I'm not gonna say that it's the parents' fault. I'll because I was young too, just like everybody else was young. Everybody was young at a time. And I've did my share of young people things. You know, I ain't shoot at nobody or kill nobody. I don't think I have. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. But they always want to talk about the parents. So it's like, so you mean to tell me if the parents of young Cyrus were what's his name? Cliff Huxtable and Claire Huxtable, or Uncle Phil and damn, I can't think of her name now. What do you call her? Uncle Phil and y'all know, Fresh Prince, or whatever else black family. You mean to tell me that this wouldn't happen? That he wouldn't have done that anyway? That peer pressure wouldn't have stepped in, and you know, young Cyrus wouldn't have done this and all of this. Again, I was young. Y'all was young. Y'all know the stuff y'all did. Y'all know how y'all was raised. I know how I was raised, just as well. I just feel like parenting is just like it's a cop out. It's just very easy to sit here and say, oh, the parents, where are the parents? Parenting. A lot of this stuff happens because I stopped because I know I'm about to move into something else dealing with parenting. Parenting can only do so much. Everybody could be in a house. Parents could be in a house. The kid could be in a room. Kid could sneak out the room. Parent don't know nothing. The kid snuck out like the kid knows. We got to hold these kids accountable. Y'all want to sit here and talk about parents? No. The kid know right from wrong. Then y'all be sitting there trying to play all this other stuff. Nah. No. A black kid knows right from wrong. You done went out here, you know this. And this is what's going to happen to you. And I've said this in a past podcast episode of mine. A lot of the issue with black youth crime is accountability, and it's just the fact that ain't nothing happening. I mean, if I could go out here and I could break into somebody's car, and then I'm going to break into your house, and then I'm going to shoot you, stab you, or throw a butter knife at you and knock you upside the head, and I could get away scot-free, I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to keep doing it until, you know what? Wow, I got caught and they gave me 3,709 years. Or something like this. Something like that. Until stuff like that starts to happen, it's going to keep happening. It ain't got nothing to do with the parents. You can beat the piss out your kid all you want. Guess what? He going to still sneak out when you sleep. She going to still sneak out when you sleep. Oh, I beat my child every day and make him kneel on rice and stand in the corner and all this other stuff. But when I was asleep at 3:45 in the morning, little Gerald decided to get out and go do blah, blah, blah. Right. Whose fault is it then? Is it the parent or is it the kid? Moving on, man. Moving on. I'm sorry. I got a little bit passionate, a little bit. It's 19 minutes. 19 minutes on that subject. Let me get this. I got my notebook. I can't find my cue cards. My 5x7s. So now everything else is about to be about Diddy. My bad. It's not about to be about Diddy. I'm sorry. It's about to be social media. Y'all know how I do right now. Like I said, I'm still at my past episode. I'm still working on. Ooh, excuse me. I'm still working on my other, my AI episode and my other episode that I want to present to you guys. My strict title episodes. I'm still working on those. I'm still working on the Cadillac episode as well. I'm trying to piece the video together for that because I'm not about to bring this thing outside and go and do all the things that I did with my cell phone. So it's together, but I have to make it make sense for you guys. So here we go. Diddy's sex tape has been released. I feel like it's two of them. You know what's crazy? DJ Vlad he was interviewing or talking to or being interviewed by. Was talking to somebody and he swore up and down that he didn't release it. I guess he felt that he had to do that. I don't know. But I feel he did that to say that he didn't do it and he ain't had nothing to do with it. But if you remember, he had Sly Diggler and other dude on his platform, and he was talking to them about that the whole thing. The same two people are on the Art of Dialogue's page as well. DJ Vlad, the Art of Dialogue. I'm gonna need y'all to run me some money because I'm mentioning y'all names. You know, it's okay. Inbox me. Have your people call my people. We'll set it up. Yeah. But the whole Diddy sex tape thing. Did I see it? Yes, I did. I looked at it. It was like a red light. You see dude, you see your girl, you see Diddy, and you know Diddy is to the right, and then Diddy kind of walks across the screen from right to left, and yeah. Now, in a Vlad interview, I can't remember if he did this in Art of Dialogue as well. The escort, or I think that's what he was, the escort, Sly, and the other guy, or whatever they were at that time. Vlad asked him, you know, like, hey, what was Diddy's size down there, and so on and so forth. And you know, the guy answered. He was like, you know, he was this size. All of that to say, if you don't have any knowledge of why this is what it is, that's why. The guy basically went on social media platforms saying that Diddy was his size, and yeah, that's why he acted and done all the stuff that he did. He didn't say micro penis, but he kind of did. But you know. But yes, that's what you see if you look at the Diddy video. It's going to be red. That's how you know you found it. It's going to be red, just weird, like red. Why is it red? You know, red light special. I don't know. Cassie left. Cassie then flew somewhere else. Cassie, I ain't got time for y'all. I'm out. Leave Cassie alone. I don't know why y'all messing with her. Leave her alone. The whole Diddy documentary then popped out and all the other stuff that came out. Y'all, you know, it is what it is now. So with that being said about Netflix, y'all know I'm about to ask y'all. Because last week, y'all was gung-ho. And again, I brought this up on my past podcast episode. Y'all was gung-ho about canceling Netflix because somebody decided to put out a Michael Jackson, The Verdict, 3-part series on Netflix. Oh, I'm canceling Netflix and so and so and so and so. So I'm seriously asking a question. I actually recorded a slight video Friday, but I didn't release it. So I'm going to ask y'all now. Monday, y'all had the whole weekend. The video came out last week. Y'all had more than enough time to sit here and watch this video and figure out what y'all going to do with your life. So, conclusion. Have we canceled Netflix or have we not? Are we boycotting Netflix or are we not? I'm just asking. Just asking. If y'all would like me to go into the things that I found on the Michael Jackson, The Verdict thing on Netflix, I 100% can, but I kind of feel like y'all don't, because I feel like if you watched it, yeah. So, moving on. This is June. June is Pride Month. It's also Father's Day month. And on Facebook, at least, and Instagram, I've seen posts. I've seen the text posts. I've seen screenshot to share and all of that stuff. Talking about Father's Day is in Pride Month because there's a lot of DL men and so on and so forth. A lot of this stuff is being posted by women, which is sad and it's weird. It's just crazy because it's like when Mother's Day was here, nobody said nothing. Like, everything was different. And, you know, it really does go to say, like, we get it. Nobody says nothing about women, but with Mother's Day. But when Father's Day come around, it's a whole bunch of hate. And it's like, it doesn't matter. I don't care if dude ain't shit or whatever it is. Like, bro, just say Happy Father's Day and just go about your business. That's what it is. Like, if somebody's birthday, I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Happy birthday. And go about your business. That's all. So now, you sitting here saying it's a lot of down low men, and is fathers and all of that stuff. Like, we not about to do that. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. I don't know nothing about that. I don't fall into those categories. No, I don't know. And it just, it needs to be separated for what it is. Like, at the whole year, y'all could have said that any time of the year, but now all of a sudden you want to wait till Father's Day to say that. Okay. Also, not related to that previous thing that I was just speaking about, cancer season is coming. Cancer season is coming. Cancer season is coming. Yeah. Man. I'm gonna do this one, then I'm gonna go to that one. So, over in China, a humanoid robot does a roundhouse kick and kicks this kid in the chest. I seen a video because it's on NBC. Seen a video, and the little robot, you know, he going down, he doing his thing, and you can see everybody that's supposed to be pushed to the side. Very first thing I said was, everybody was pushed to the side, and then all of a sudden it's like the crowd just kind of was in. It just kind of came in a little bit more. And he seen this kid. Well, I'm not going to say he seen this kid, but you can see from where everybody else was standing to where this kid was standing. No. Y'all should have been pushed back. Y'all should have been pushed back. That's why you got kicked. I ain't even going to say that the thing was wrong. It wasn't. Your kid was in the way. Now, I'm about to give you a great example. If you have ever been to New Orleans and you ever been to Mardi Gras, any Mardi Gras parade, and you seen a marching band, and these people the chaperones come up the street before the band gets here, right? The chaperones coming down the street and they telling you, get back, get back, get back, get back. Then all of a sudden the band comes right here. The band is right here, and here you are standing in the street, and you get conked upside your head with a horn or a drum or cymbals, mallets, sticks, any damn thing Because your stupid self didn't get out the way when the people told you to move out the way. It's the exact same thing. And I attest, I've definitely done it. Being a snare drummer on the end. Have I hit people? Yeah, I sure in the hell have. What you gonna do is get out my way. You gonna get out our way. We here performing for y'all. Get out the way. All right, here we go. Cause it's late. It's late. We finna talk about Mr. Boosie. Finna talk about Mr. Boosie. I don't know why I thought Boosie was. I guess I thought Boosie was older than me and Boosie the same age. I'm actually older than him by July. I'm older than Boosie by 4 months. Not that it matters, but 4 months. You know how black people do. Yeah, I'm older than him by 12 minutes. So nobody cares. Shut up. But yeah, we the same age. But Boosie gonna say what he gonna say, and that's cool. It's freedom of speech. I'm not going against Boosie with this stuff or anything that he said. But Boosie has an issue with the Madden 27 cover, which has Caleb Williams. If you don't know who Caleb Williams is Chicago Bears quarterback. He's a rookie, if I'm not mistaken. And he has nail polish on. So Boosie went on this whole tirade about Mr. Caleb Williams, and he's messing up the youth and with wearing nail polish and shouldn't do that and all of this other stuff and all these other things. And I read it. I read it and I read it and I read it. And the very first thing that popped to my mind was Dennis Rodman also wore nail polish. He played for the Bulls and whoever else he played. I'm sorry, I'm not a basketball follower. I know he played for the Bulls, though. He played for the Bulls, and he was great at what he did. And he probably still wears nail polish to this day. Dennis Rodman. This was way back in the 90s. Ain't nobody saying nothing to him, because ain't nobody was going to get in his face and tell him nothing about this. We know this. Dennis Rodman a pretty big dude. I don't know how tall he is or his stats. He like 6'8", 6'6", 6'7". Pretty big dude. Ain't nobody going to tell him nothing. Hey, you got on some nail polish. He mollywop you upside your head a couple times. You ain't going to say it no more. Just saying. I don't know. But Boosie went into that whole thing, and I'm like, I get it. I'm kind of on the fence. Like, I understand, but it's like, again, what I said in one of my previous podcasts way earlier. The difference is you can tell the generation. It's people from earlier generations that have an issue with progressing. And the older people who are typically 35 and older, 40, 45, 50, 60, 70 years old, all of those type of people have a huge problem with the stuff that the younger men, the younger generation, the now is doing, because that's how they was raised. They didn't do none of that. They didn't wear no skinny pants. They didn't wear no handbags, no hand nothing. It wasn't no nails. It wasn't none of that. It was manly men, all of this other stuff, all that there. They just can't figure out how to fit in and keep their mouth closed. Like, everything changes. This ain't the same as the 80s. This ain't the same as it was in the 90s. Everything has changed from then. Because a lot of these dudes with these skinny pants, with the nails and stuff, and these big old platform boots, they gonna beat the piss out you. Yeah, they got hands too. Now don't let the clothes make the person now. I'm just saying. Don't do that. Don't do that. Times are changing, and people get into this whole what is it? They talk about social media and media trying to push LGBTQ on the youth and all of this other stuff. And my whole thing about that is, and I'm going to go into the other part of what Boosie said, is I get it, but at the same time, these kids, they could go in a store. They could just be walking down the street and see this stuff in person. Why is it two men walking together? Why are these two men dressed like this? Why does this man have this? These kids are going to ask questions. And I feel as a parent or as an older person with knowledge, we need to have honest and respectable answers to give to these kids. Don't just sit here and be like, oh, they this, they that, they that, they this. No. Give them honest answers. Because if we don't do it, if you don't do it, you know what they're going to do? They're going to turn to the nearest small rectangular device, cell phone, or bigger rectangular device, a tablet, iPad, whatever else, and they're going to press that microphone button and they're going to ask that. So either they could get a human interaction or they're going to get it from that. And it's just that simple. And we got to get out of that foolishness of just not talking to our kids about what they can and will see. Because how you was raised 37 years ago. My granddaddy did this. My daddy did that. And that's fine. That's fine. But that's not what's going on right now. It's just not. It's just not. Okay. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Oh, my bad. Before I get to the other part, the other Boosie part. It's a basketball player named Jared McCain who has nails also. And it's a couple of, I actually Googled this thing and found it quite interesting what I found. And I think I wish everybody would just do that. Like, everybody do some research before you just get on social media and start making some damn videos. But this guy, Jared, he has a partnership with Sally Hansen. I know Sally Hansen, I think, is the press-on nails and maybe polish and everything else. But the reason he said he did it was it helps him not to bite his nails. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I know a person who bit their nails. And like, I don't know neurologically what's going on, but like, they do it. They will sit there and just do it. They will do it. There is nothing. There's no skin. Like, you have to see it to understand it. And if that's what it took for this man not to do that in person or basketball practice or in games, I understand that. Again, you're a grown man. Leave that man alone. Now, as far as Caleb Williams, he said his mom does nails. He was around it his whole life. He did it his senior year in high school. And, you know, I guess it kind of stuck. Athletes have this lucky charm kind of thing. You know, it might be, this is my lucky pair of socks. This is that. And every time I won, this is what I've been doing. So if that's a thing and he cooperates that with winning, that's what he's going to keep doing. But he also said he liked to do new things. So, yeah. Again, that man grown. He playing in the NFL. You not. That man throwing football and touchdowns and all of this stuff. You not. Leave that man alone. And if y'all got a problem, you can find him. He plays NFL football for the Chicago Bears. You can find him. If you really want to talk to him and reach out, you can do that. You can find him. Yeah. Get from behind a computer or your cell phone and go talk to these people. Now, the last Boosie thing that I was going to say. Mr. Boosie gets on social media and is like, he's having a topless pool party. And he does not want any transsexuals to be at his topless pool party. And he's going to be checking for large hands, strong facial features and Adam's apples and all of this other stuff. My whole thing is, I really don't know why this is trending, viral, or whatever it is. This is his personal pool party. If he want dark-skinned women to be at his pool party in his pool, that's what he want to do. What's the problem? If you want tall, light-skinned people with one titty and damn it, 3 left arms, then what's the problem? Leave him alone. But as my boy Mackenzie would say, I digress. But as I digress. With that being said, let me look at my. Let me make sure. Yeah, that's all I got for you. It's 11:50. You can find a Whistle Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, X, formerly known as Twitter. You can find a Whistle Podcast for viewing pleasures on YouTube. Or if you have YouTube Premium, you can listen to me while you turn the screen off. You can also follow me on Apple Podcasts. You can follow me on Amazon, and you can find me on Spotify. First and foremost, well, I can't say first and foremost because it's 41 minutes into this. Again, all my listeners, thank y'all very much. I need y'all to comment some stuff. I need y'all to give me a thumbs up, give me a rating, give me something. You don't like it? Don't like it. You know, my YouTube people, if you don't like it, don't like it. Thumbs it down. Tell me, hey, your show sucks. You ramble. You talk too much. Tell me, I'm good. Tell me, I like what you say. I love what you say. Thumbs up, this and that, and that, this, on any and all of the platforms. And with that being said, I am out. Good night.